let's take this and just set it off to the side like so. And I'm going to use my bowl just like this. I'm actually going to put my little screen on. Okay. Okay, now using a lemon reamer, citrus reamer is the best way to go. Basically, all you do is just ream it out, and it, it's just like a juicer, basically. But if you don't have one, what you do is you just give it a good squeeze. Okay. Squeeze the heck out of it, and then go ahead and dig in for that last little bit. All right. And notice how much flavor is there. Okay. Oh, yeah. You smell that, do you?
Oh, yeah. It smells like a liquid sunshine.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. And notice we're not using any lemon extract.
I know.
Yeah. We're going natural here, folks. That's what we like to do. So,
well, if you go natural, that's when you get actually the best flavor.
Absolutely. Lemon extract is one of those things where most extracts are, they're very good if you're using them as a supplement along with some of the regular natural flavor.
Okay. I
find. But lemon is one of those flavors where you have to get it just right or else it can be very, very bitter. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Lemon extract, if you use too much, it's just going to be bitter. So, but anyway, we're just going to use the juice here and the zest. Like I said, the zest is really where the flavor is. The juice, that just helps with the texture of the cookie, and we don't want to add, or we don't want to waste any of that good flavor.
Right.
All right, so there's those. Now, to tell you the truth, I could have taken one of those lemons and saved it to use the juice of that lemon to make the glaze for these lemon cookies.
Oh.
As it is, we're going to use water, and we're going to use a little bit of strawberry extract to give it a little pizzazz.
Oh, flavor contrast, I like it.
But like I said, we could have also used the lemon juice with some sugar too.
Mm.
All right, so now pulling all the seeds out, and that's why the screen. Okay. Put this back on. Now we have straight lemon juice down in the bottom. Okay. So we don't want it to splash all out. So we want to jog the mixer as if we have it full of flour right now. So just a little at a time. And let it mix in.
Now, one thing I've seen people do with fruits like limes and lemons, what they do is they take it and on the hard surface and they roll it a little bit first.
Yep.
Which can help you juice the lemon a little easier.
I did that while I was zesting. Basically, that's what I was doing.
Oh.
Yep. The whole thing was softened.
Nice.
Yeah. That's great that you noticed that, actually. Okay, so basically this looks, fairly consistent. It's not necessarily smooth. You've got so much lemon juice in there that it's kind of, it looks like it's broken actually. Meaning it's separated, but it didn't separate. It's just so much lemon juice in there. Now I could keep mixing this and mixing, and sooner or later it would smooth out, but there's no need to do that. We might as well just go ahead and add the flour now that it's all consistently mixed. So I'm going to turn the mixer off. And now we do need a lot of flour for this amount of dough, or this amount of mix. Usually a mix like this with 1 pound, usually with 1 pound of fat, you're going to figure 4, maybe 5 cups of flour. But with all that lemon juice and the egg, we're going to actually use 7. So there's 1. This is just all-purpose flour. 2. You don't need to be anal about it. It could be, quarter to. It could be, 6 3/4 or a little bit more than 7. I mean, we're basically shooting for about 7. Okay. What was that? 4 or 5?
I think it was 4.
I think so. I'm testing you, Dan.
That's 6.
That's 6. That's 6.5. We'll put a little bit.
Whatever.
We'll put a little bit. We can always add a little bit more, but you can't take it out.
Right.
All right. So now,
I'd rather go shy and then add a little bit.
Exactly, but you don't want to keep doing that because then you end up over mixing it.
Right.
Okay. So now we've got a lot of flour on the top there. This is a perfect prime example where it could explode. So not only am I going to jog the mixer, okay, with my hand here, I'm also actually resting my hand on the bowl. See?
Yeah.
And I'm going to put this hand right here so that, if there is a fluff, I can at least catch most of it and pop it back in. All right? Okay. So. All right, we got it. So we'll just let this mix. And in a moment, some of that flour is going to start disappearing into the
Oh, there we go. Got a little bit of
grease and the egg. And now it's starting to work, which means it's starting to mix. Okay, now before we go any further, I want to add a little bit of yellow food color. Okay, it's got to look like lemon, right?
Right.
So, lemon is yellow. You don't want it to look all bland. All right, so this is pretty powerful stuff here. This is icing dye. It's a gel. So we got about that much right there. Let's just see how much that does. Because, again, I can always add a little more. Can you see it turning yellow?
Yeah.
You can?
A little bit.
Well, I
need more.
I think I need more. Yeah, we can use a little more.
Just not too much.
No, not too much. Don't want to go overboard on it. We don't want people having yellow teeth after eating the cookies.
Although that would be kind of a funny prank.
Well, maybe for Halloween. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, let's mix this in, and then that should pretty much be about it. See how it's tightening up into one big giant ball?
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for. Yeah, there's all the yellow. To tell you the truth, I could have mixed in the yellow before I added the flour. That would have probably been better.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's like it's like I say, baking is personal and every mix is different, so it doesn't matter. Okay, now I don't want to stress my mixer out too much, so probably be a good idea to pull some of this out. Okay. Put that right off to the side there. Okay. Put another piece out. Now I'm just going to mix this right here. I want to know that it's mixed properly. See how nice and smooth that is now?
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. Okay. There you go.
That's a beautiful color.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you don't want it to be too much. Good. I have just the right amount in there. I wouldn't want it to be any more. And, quite frankly, if I put it in properly in the beginning, before the flour, it would be a lot more, you wouldn't have the yellow patches. It would just be a straight yellow. So, but, it's okay. It's not like people are going to eat them all at the same time and compare them. So what we'll do is we'll just take this out. We'll set it on the table over here. And while the bowl is empty, we might as well give it a good scrape. And we'll put the other one in. I'm going to split it in half there. There we go. Put all the rest of this in. Call it done. Boom, boom.
Nice.
Notice it spread and then it came back together.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Awesome.
Okie doke. So now at this point, we can take our dough and chill it. Or what I like to do is just work with it right away, because then it's a lot easier and softer, much more pliable, a lot less work. A lot less work on the fingers and the hands. So it's the same as doing icing, I mean, you can try and spread stiff icing, but it's a lot of work. When you lighten it up and have it be nice and smooth and light and fluffy, then it spreads real easy. So, okay. So let's get rid of some of these dishes here. These over here. Okay. Don't need these. This can go here. Okay. All right. So now, what we want to do is take our dough, take a piece, and roll a log. Oh, this is nice. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? Now, if this was really stiff, if this was really loose, then I would be needing to put flour down, because it would be sticking to the table. If it's too tight, then I mix too much flour in, and I'm going to be regretting it. So, anyway, so now...
Yeah, but tough cookies.
Yeah, exactly. We want our cookies to be nice and light and delicate and yummy, okay? So, now, basically, I've got this nice little log. Notice it's the same all the way across, okay? And basically, for the most part, it's the same. I got a little thin spot right here. But what I'm going to do is just cut pieces off. Now, on this thin spot here, I'm going to cut those ones a little wider. And where it's wide, I'm going to cut a little narrower, okay? And it's a feel, okay? I've done this many times, so I know about how big to make them for what I want to see on the tray. It would probably be good for you at home to just cut a few, practice, see how big they're going to be, and then maybe you need to make them a little wider or maybe a little narrower. Okay, so look at that. That's perfect right there. That's what I'm looking for. About
inch.
Yeah, about, basically it's the diameter of a quarter.
About an eighth.
About the diameter of a quarter. Okay, so there's one. And I'm just going around a couple of times. Now, I don't want to go around too many times, because then I'm just melting the dough and breaking it down. Okay? Okay, so I'm happy with this sizing. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and cut some more and make sure that they're all about the same. Okay, if I do have some smaller ones, I want to put them into the middle of the pan. And if I end up with one that's a little too big, I'll probably just pull a little piece off of it. And if I need to, this one's here feels a little big. So this one, but it's not too big. So I'm going to put that in the corner right there. This one here, a little small, but it's not too small. So I'm going to put that more in the center. Okay? This one here is even smaller than that one. So that'll go in the center as well. All right, so now these cookies have no baking powder and no baking soda in them, which means that they're not going to spread too much, and they're not going to rise at all. Okay? Remember, baking powder makes things rise. Baking soda makes things spread. Soda, spread. Anyway, so we're going to do this 4x6 so that when we bake them, they can just melt a little bit into the pan, but they won't touch. All right. I've done this a few times.
Couldn't tell. Jeez, told me this was your first time.
Yeah. Yeah. New mix. First time with the new mix. All right, so we need a few more here. Okay. See, just cut a little piece off. Basically, you're going to roll it into a log. And then, you don't want to try and roll it all out at once. You want to just go back and forth, nice and gentle. let the table do the work. This can just go back into the mix here. Okay, so that's a little bit wider, I think, than my first roll. So let's get it down a little bit further. And usually the first one, I like to push it back in because the ends tend to get a little narrower. So, nailed it.